Sure. Here's a YouTube video script with a maximum of 2,500 characters for your channel. Bestriding a motorcycle is one of the most thrilling experiences in the world. The wind rushing past, the roar of the engine, and the sense of freedom are unmatched. But there are things no one tells you about riding a motorcycle, things that you only discover once you're on the road. Today, we're diving into those hidden truths, the ones every rider should know before they hit the streets. First, riding a motorcycle isn't just about speed and adrenaline. It's about awareness. The moment you start riding, you realize how much you took for granted in a car. Every pothole, every patch of gravel, every sudden lane change by another driver becomes a potential hazard. Your reaction time needs to be sharp, and your focus has to be laser-like. Unlike a car, there's no room for distraction. Then there's the gear. A lot of beginners think a helmet is enough, but experienced riders know that every piece of gear matters. A good riding jacket isn't just for style, it's for protection. Riding gloves. They're not just about grip, they save your hands if you ever hit the pavement. And let's not forget riding boots. A simple sneaker won't protect your ankle in a crash. The right gear can mean the difference between walking away and serious injury. Another thing no one tells you is how riding affects your mindset. It's not just about getting from one place to another. It becomes a way of life. You start checking the weather differently, planning your routes with more detail, and even looking at roads in a completely new way. Roads you've traveled for years suddenly feel different when you're on two wheels. You start to appreciate smooth tarmac, long curves, and open stretches in ways you never did before. Then there's the bond with other riders. There's an unspoken rule among bikers, the biker wave. If you've ever seen two riders pass each other and give a subtle nod or wave, you'll understand. It's a universal sign of respect. You might not know the other person, but there's an instant connection. It's an acknowledgement that both of you understand what it means to ride. But here's something unexpected: riding a motorcycle makes you a better driver. You start to anticipate traffic better, you become more aware of blind spots, and you realize how unpredictable other drivers can be. You learn defensive driving in the best way possible because, on a bike, you can't afford to be careless. And let's talk about maintenance. When you own a motorcycle, you become more involved with your machine. Unlike a car, where you might just take it to a mechanic and forget about it, a bike requires attention. Chain maintenance, tire pressure, oil changes. You start to understand your vehicle in a way most car owners never do. But perhaps the most profound thing about riding is the feeling of absolute freedom. There's nothing quite like being on an open road, no diss.